Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the first early stream here on the Trading Stocks YouTube channel. I am going to start live streaming from 7 a.m. every single day. I put a poll up over on Twitter the other day and asked what time you guys would rather see me live, and you guys wanted to see more pre-market rather than that first hour of market open. So this will be my new streaming schedule for the foreseeable future. Every single still Monday and Friday morning, we will be going live. We'll just be doing it starting from 7 a.m. Eastern. That way we're streaming all of pre-market, right? I'll get off now at market open at 9:30. I will now be ending my live stream. So you also get 30 more extra minutes of streaming, as well as I will now stream for 2.5 hours a day. It did just hit 7 a.m. I'm flicking around to some of the new news I see occurring at 7 a.m. Nothing is exactly lighting up the scanner. KEEL is hit twice now on earnings, but I don't care about earnings on low float stocks. I never have and likely never will. So that's not going to be news that interests me, but yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? I gotta wake up a little bit here this morning, coming in at 7 a.m., but I'll get used to it. We got a little bit of the Irish flu this morning as well, but we'll deal with it. Spencer, hello, good morning. Humble Beast, good morning. What's up, everybody? Let's watch everybody kind of trickle in this morning as they realize I'm live an hour and a half before I normally am. Legos, good morning. Punk Sadie, hello, good morning. What's up? I like 7 a.m. Yeah, listen, I mean, I teach how to trade extended hours, right? I tell you guys all the time, like I, for the most part, almost exclusively only trade extended hours, meaning I only trade pre-market and after hours because I'm looking to trade the news reactions, right? So I feel like it makes more sense for me to stream all of pre-market rather than market open, right? So here we are. The poll went up on Twitter. I think like 80% of people agreed. So here we are. Oops, sorry, that was loud. If you happen to be watching this, I'm probably saying this too late now. We're already 2.5 minutes in. But if you, JWEL, no news. This is a secondary reaction. This thing went crazy at like 4:30 on no news, now getting another pop. So doesn't really get me excited, secondary reactions like that, especially on no news. So definitely one to watch, lit up the scanner, but not something gonna be for me. What was I saying? Oh, if you happen to be watching this as a YouTube past broadcast, don't worry. You're still gonna get a ton of value. You're still gonna get to hear my thoughts and watch me look and react to moves live, kind of like we just did on JWEL. Just make sure you come join us for live streams in the future. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure if you're already subscribed that little bell icon is pressed. That way you get notified when I go live in the future. That way you can join the chat and come hang out with us. Quality Products, hello, good morning. I traded JWEL. I can't talk this morning. I traded JWEL and STKH. Jumpy, those stocks. Yeah, both don't have news. So both are no news movers. Are they China? JWEL is China. STKH is Israel. Interesting.
ABCL.
Listen, stocks don't have to have news to move. Obviously, stocks can move without news, but they don't like... Typically, they're not as clean as when it is a reaction to news, right? Typically, when you get a news reaction, you have a higher percentage chance of that nice kind of follow through. This is a stock that announced news at 7 o'clock, though volume is light. Abcelera announces positive top-line phase 2 clinical trial. Okay. Positive phase 2 news on Alpha Bravo Charlie Lima. Volume is light, though. Keep an eye on the volume here. 50 viewers already this morning. What's up, my early birds? I was wondering, like, if anyone was going to be here. I'm live much earlier than I normally am. What's up, everybody? Ooh. Ay. Obviously, as I should say, if you guys are interested in this scanner, this is my scanner. This is a stock scanner that I built. It is available over on my website, daytradingstrategies.net. Sign up. All you do once you sign up is you can click on this launch scanner button and it takes you directly to the scanner website. go check it out if you're interested. If you see the power and potential of it during watching this live stream, go get signed up yourself. ABCL. This is the one that just hit the scanner at 8:07. We talked about it having news. It's now trading at 8:60. It's getting some relative volume now. You can see my strategy actually entered because this candle crossed 100,000 shares. I will tell you, like hand up, I personally am not in this. Two reasons. The big one is I don't trade biotech news. I just don't pretend to understand it. It's not my forte, so I don't trade it. Secondly, I really like the stock to get like the big, heavy volume, bullish reaction, like on the same minute bar that news is announced. If a stock announces news, like doesn't really get volume, then all of a sudden, like 4 minutes later, gets enough volume and gets the breakout. Unless the market's extremely hot, unless I really like the news, I'm probably not buying that setup, right? So for both of those reasons, this is not a trade that I am interested in taking, but I mean, it's what's moving right now, so we'll continue to watch it. Good morning, Trey. What's up, courtside? How you doing, my friendo? Hello, hello. Oh, I didn't bring my water in. I left my water in the car. Shucks. Maybe if stocks get really boring, I'll take 2 minutes to run out to the car here in a second. JWEL, sorry, lighting up the scanner again. Fire emojis. You get the fire emoji on the moving now when a stock hits more than 3 times in 20 seconds. JWEL obviously just did that on this huge push. Sorry, I was thinking about my water and not really looking. This is, once again, no news name, no news move, so be careful with it. I'm obviously not trading it, but it's moving. There are things going on this morning. Nothing that really rocked my socks news-wise at 7, but rocked my socks. How old am I? What the hell? Oh, man. You and me. Should I guess let me come into this. Let me come share my live stream with the good people of Discord. If you sign up to access the scanner, you also get access to our Discord channel, which consists of over 3,000 active members. Live now. Woo! 70 viewers. Good morning, everybody. A lot of early birds. I was interested to see how many people were actually going to be here at 7 in the morning. What's up, everybody? Roy, hello, my friend. Good morning. Yeah, JWEL got a big random. I mean, that's 1.3 million shares of a $4.50 stock traded at 7:06 in the morning, like randomly on no news. Everyone just a lot of momentum traders jumped into this thing, right? They saw it breaking this high. A lot of people had their eyes on this level here, I guess, over 420. When they saw it breaking this high, just buy. Momentum, scalpers, volume, boom, boom, boom. But once again, when stocks get reactions like that with no like real reason, no real actual reason for the move to back it up, the usual secondary response is just draw down. Once again, obviously not always. There's never a statement I can make about something that a stock always does. Stocks can do anything, right? I mean, hell, for all I know, JWAL will have another big candle. It'll be at $8 in a couple minutes. I don't know what it's going to do. As I say that, it's breaking up. But as a trader, all you can do is trade what is statistically likely to happen, right? Which is why I don't trade stocks that don't have news reactions. How do I get my scanner to show the news like yours? Like in the bottom left here. If you're not seeing this, you probably need to zoom out.
ABCL.
You're probably trading on like a very small monitor, like a 14 to 12 inch monitor. I think this can get hidden on very small monitors. So just press Control and then wheel out your mouse. You can zoom out your browser. Just zoom out to 90, 80%. You should start to see it. In JWL in 406, out at 549 for 10%, made $102. Punk, congratulations. I feel bad calling you Punk, but I mean, it is your name. Congrats. Got you, Danny. First JWL trade, 410 to 605. The scanner rocks. Yo, congrats, East. You found that trade off the scanner in time. Congratulations. The scanner does work, by the way. This scanner, like, obviously it's active at 7 a.m. This is my first time ever showing it off this early, but it does start at 4 a.m. Eastern. Like, it shows you movers during all of extended pre-market. It starts from 4 a.m. and it goes until 8 p.m. So all of pre-market, all of after hours, this scanner is picking up anything that's moving live and in real time. Always up at 4, 6. So the 7 works great for all day today. Yep, this is how I'm going to start streaming. So I will now get off at market open though. I'm not going to like also still stream the first hour of market open. You'll have me for an extra, I mean, my live streams will be 2.5 hours long now instead of just 2 hours. You got me, you got an extra 30 minutes out of me. Good morning, gentlemen. What's up, Juan? Good morning, my friend. HUDI 102 hit the scanner. Interesting. This looks like a stock that's down on the day. Oh, no, it's not. Assumedly had news and after hours last night. Getting a secondary reaction now. Excuse me. Hotel Uniform Delta India. When something hits the scanner, where would it hit it the first time it shows up on the scanner? Your moving now is going to be very likely like where you should be watching for stocks hitting the scanner for the first time courtside. If a stock's hitting the scanner for the first time, it will be hitting here, yes. What this is showing, obviously your top 20 gainers today, this just allows you to come in and look at the best performers to sort them by float. This I use for like, okay, if this is slow, like maybe what else should I be keeping an eye on? Or if you're more of like a trend trader, like if you're not so much into the like hot momentum stocks, like if you're more looking to trade slower grinding trends, then you would come down here and kind of look at these names and look for opportunities. Look what's recently hitting high a day and stuff like that. That's probably a good way to think about it. Momentum traders, like momentum low float traders, probably looking up here. Your kind of slower trend trading type day traders probably looking down here. What study are you using? I have access to your website. So I did just update these two studies on my website. So the study, what is showing the blue and yellow candles, that's called my proof candles. That will be under TOS studies, of course. And then the strategy is the high of day strategy. That will be under day trading strategies, of course. I got you courtside. I have no experience. Who can help me understand this tool? I put a 40-minute video on YouTube explaining in detail all of the features and calculations of this scanner. Realistically, it's 20 minutes long because I think the second half of that video goes into like actually watching me use it live. So if you just want to learn, I think you only have to watch the first half. But it is this video here, the real-time stock scanner built for day traders. If you go watch this video, it's like a very in-depth discussion into all the features and calculations that go on the scanner. Good morning. I typically don't watch level 2. I just watch the bid, ask, and active trader. In your opinion, am I missing information? Like you're going to be missing information, Christopher, yes, in the sense that the ladder is not going to be showing you, where's my ladder? This ladder is not showing you like the full story on the bids and asks. Like you can only kind of see obviously the bids and asks that are happening right now. So you are going to be lacking information from a full level 2, but a couple things to say about that. One, the level 2 on Thinkorswim is useless. Like don't use this level 2. This is not a in-depth level 2. What this is doing is it's showing you the single largest order from each exchange. That's it. Whatever the single largest order is. It's not showing you all the full depth of how many bids, how many asks there are. So don't use Thinkorswim level 2. If you want to use level 2, what I used to use was Webull. Webull offers a full in-depth level 2, I think at like $3 a month. You have to pay to access their level 2, but it's worth it if you want to use it. I will also then continue to say that a full level 2 like that, really level 2 in general, I find to only be useful if you're a scalper, right? If you're in and out of stocks like within 1 minute, within 30 seconds, you need to be using level 2, yes, because having an edge over predicting which way the next tick might be is going to be very useful for you. But if you're a day trader, like kind of how I am and how I teach, if you're going to be holding on to stocks for 5, 10, 15 minutes, you don't need level 2, right? It's not really important for me to understand like what the next tick of a stock is going to be. I don't really care, right? So yeah, long answer to your short question. I've had the scanner for a week and I've definitely made my money back and actually enough to pay for the year. Hey, that's great, Sadie. I love to hear that. Congrats. Listen, I'm not allowed to advertise my scanner in that way. I'm not allowed to promise you that it's going to make you money. And of course I would never do that because it's not going to, right? Like the scanner will make sure that you're looking at the best opportunities in the market. You still have to trade them, right? Like it doesn't hold your hand and magically make you money. It just, the idea is that it helps you a lot. But I do get a lot of feedback like that though, from people saying that the scanner is paid for itself and stuff. Sorry, I was kind of looking at the wrong stock. ABCL is pushing up again. I looked at my scanner. I'm sitting here like ranting to you guys, which I love doing. But I was looking at my scanner. I was like, oh, ABCL is hitting again. Look at it go. Once again, the scanner had us on this like at 704. This is the stock I talked about at 704 that I'm like, I have no interest in trading because it doesn't have news. It's not that it doesn't have news. It's that, one, it's biotech news. I don't trade biotech news. I don't pretend to understand it. This obviously must be good news. And two, it kind of got that late reaction, right? 7 a.m., no one really cared. And then 7:04, it jumped up. For me, it's a no trade. But I think as we said when looking at this, for all I know, it can shoot up. And there it goes. It did shoot up. So Alpha Bravo Charlie Lima is what we're looking at. You're early today? What's up, Ken? Yeah, this will be my new stream time. I will be streaming from 7 a.m. until 9:30 every single Monday and Friday now, instead of 8:30 to 10:30. We put a poll up on Twitter, and 80% of people voted to stream more pre-market. Go follow me on Twitter if you're not already. Good morning, Trey. Glad you're streaming live. What's up, Crazy? Good morning, my friend. I enjoy hanging out here live with y'all. But well, I mean, listen, we've already hooked our teeth into a couple of good movers this morning. This one's still acting nice to us now, ABCO. I've been using your RSI ratio study you built. I like the RSI, like the way I use RSI, the rate of change RSI. Faux show. Where do I go to see all your videos? You should be able to just go to my YouTube channel. Like from this live stream, you should be able to scroll down and like click on my name or my picture or whatever, and it should take you to my channel. That's where all my videos are. And then if you're asking like how to then find that specific video, I think there's a search bar on my homepage. Let me look. If I go to my YouTube channel, yeah, you can click on this right here. So you click on this right here, you look up like best scanner day traders or whatever the hell I called it. Oh no, that's not, oh yeah, there it is. The real-time stock scanner built for day traders. So if you look that up here, you'll be able to find it. This video. Hola, Trey. Hold on. ¿Cuántas operaciones haces al día con esta estrategia? Sí. Wait, hold on. I can figure this out. You're definitely talking about a strategy during the day. Are you asking me what strategy I use during the day? Is that what that means? Hold on, chat. We're going to figure this out. Spanish to English. Hold on. Hi, Trey. How many trades do you make? Oh, how many? Wait, is that what? Oh, that's what Quantos means, isn't it? Not very many. Listen, I probably day trade maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I have weeks where I don't take a single trade, right? I do not take a lot of trades. It's not my style. It's not in my risk management portfolios. I very much am the kind of guy, the kind of trader that waits for the very obvious. Does that make sense, Carlos? Like, if a stock announces news that I 100% know is hot right now, like signed a new contract for a AI data center for $300 million, I'm like, oh shit, that's hot news right now. And it gets the large bullish reaction immediately, and the volume is good, and it's all there. Like, those are the trades I'm taking. Those are the only trades I'm taking. I say this all the time though, like, all of that, like how many trades you should be taking a week with this strategy, is going to depend on what kind of reward you're seeking from the market. I'm not honestly like looking to make 200% from the market this year. It's not my goal. It's not what I'm targeting. If I can make, 35, 40% from the market this year, I'm going to be very, very happy. And I do that, and I say that because in stock trading, there's no such thing as getting more reward without also incurring more risk. It's not like I can flick a random switch and go make 200% this year. If I'm going to target making 200% this year, I need to also be willing to like risk a 40% drawdown on my account. It's just the way she goes. The current state of where I am and how I like to trade, I don't need to take on that kind of risk, so I don't, right? So I don't trade as much. I wait for the A++ very obvious setups in my trading. Once again, long answer to your short question, but could you add one more day, like a Wednesday? I mean, never say never, humble. When I started these live streams on YouTube, it was only Mondays. I added Fridays, so never say never. It really humbled, I'll tell you, from to not insult your intelligence, but just to make you aware of how I'm thinking about it from a pretty obvious like business standpoint. If these streams are getting a ton of views and they're getting me a ton of signups to my website, I will do more of them, right? Like that's kind of what it all boils down to. So if you want to see more streams, share them, tell your friends about them, let your trading discords know about them. Morning from St. Louis. What's up, PJD? Good morning, my friendo. How's the arch doing this morning? Is there something I need to do to get the lower left to activate? Mine is blank. You may just be too zoomed in. Like you may be trading on if you're trading on a small screen, like 12, 14 inch screen, you may have to zoom out your browser to see this. What you're setting on the scanner? For what? There's a lot of very complex calculations going on in the back end. If you're talking about the moving now, I assume is what you're talking about. This is kind of where our eyes usually are. This is any stock that moves up at least 3% over the last rolling 2 minutes, which means that it doesn't wait 2 minutes. Like it's not like once a stock moves, it waits 2 minutes to show you. Just it's looking back across the whole market over the last 2 minutes, and any stock that makes at least a 3% up change will hit the scanner. Also, though, a huge addition that I put into my moving now, because listen, moving now, this is not a proprietary idea. Almost every scanner you look at is going to have some sort of moving now section that is showing you the same thing. But on mine, I also only show stocks that are on pace to trade 100,000 shares over the last rolling 60 seconds, which means that if it trades 50,000 shares in 30 seconds, it will be allowed to hit the scanner, right? I do that because when you go look at other scanners, like go look at some other free scanners on YouTube, they will have this moving now section, but they get just blasted with a bunch of bullshit, right? Like so many like untradeable names, like super light volume stuff you'd never be able to trade anyway. Names like hit their scanners. I find that very distracting. I find that it takes away from like the actual good stocks, which is why I implemented that volume rule in the back end as well. SOAR, by the way, SOAR. We've been looking at this because it hit the scanner back here at like 17 cents, now trading up to 19 cents. This is a penny stock with no news, so trust me, I'm not interested, but it is moving. My job on the live stream is to put you on anything that's moving, not just what I'm interested in. What's the difference between a study and a strategy? Studies are for showcasing, right? Like studies will only like paint stuff. What's cool is that in a strategy, you can also paint stuff. Like I can a lot of my strategies have the studies built into them. Whereas like it will also paint the candles. It will also show the lines, whatever. But strategies are the only code types that will allow you to use this add order block. And this add order function is what obviously actually paints the orders on the chart. You can't use this block in studies. So I'm trying to think of an easy way to answer your question. Studies are for showing stuff. Strategies are for showing trades. Early session today. Nice. Yep. This will be my new live streaming time hours. I will be live from 7 a.m. till 9:30 on Monday and Friday. SOAR, once again, we talked about this not having news, so it's kind of just volatile chopping, chilling. Can you give us a brief overview on the features of your scanner? Sure. So I just discussed the moving now. This is where your eyes will be most of the time. You, of course, have your live market data up here. You have your time. This time is represented by literally just exactly what your machine's time is. So whatever time your computer is saying, this will say. You can also click into this. You can click anywhere in this top left box to bring up the time machine. This will allow you to load in what the scanner looked like at any past date and time. So this allows you to go back and study. Importantly, you can go back and study like what news has been hot recently in the past. And obviously you can then watch how the scanner works in real time. And very, very cool. The newest thing that I've added to my scanner, a lot of you guys probably don't even know about this yet. In the market replay functionality now, you can click on a stock and it will bring up a paper trading simulator. So now not only can you go back and look at like what the scanner looked like on past days, you can also like practice your trading accordingly. This scanner updates every second. This is a 1 second updating chart. I think it's the best practice trading tool in the world because you have a scanner built in, like you can see what you would have been looking at on the same day using the same scanner. And then you can come in and you can just buy and sell, get instantly filled. You can do it any time of day. It works during pre-market, works during after hours. So yeah, all of that is built into the time machine now. You can unmute this box here. This is Benzinga Squawk. Benzinga Squawk is a real life human being that actually like reads out the news and any macro events going on throughout the day. This is my small cap gauge. It is a proprietary measurement of the overall strength of the small cap market, both today and across some subset of previous days. Just a great way to visualize how hot the market is. This allows you to determine how you should go about trading the market today. Maybe you should be taking winners off the table a little earlier. Maybe you should be letting your winners run a little more. Great way to visualize that. You then have min, max, price, and float scanners, so that you can see only stocks, of a certain price and of a certain float. Your most recent high, this is a audio readout. When a new stock comes, you'll get an audio readout here. This will show you any stock from the top 20 gainers today, not like any stock in the market, but on the top 20 gainers that both hits highs and does it on at least 50,000 shares of volume over the last 60 seconds. It's like, I don't want to see super light volume stuff that hits. I don't want to get audio readouts about those. Then you have your search news down here. You can come in and you can search for different keywords. So like I can use commas here and I can search for multiple keywords. or I can use the ampersand to search for 2 keywords that must be in it. You can filter this by volume. You can filter this by time. All of the news in the scanner comes directly from Benzinga. It is the exact same news source that Thinkorswim uses. You'll notice if you look at any news articles here, like if we go look at let's go look at SAFX. If we go look at SAFX, you can see XCF highlights renewable fuel credit market strength, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it just disappeared from my scanner. Wait, there it is. No, come here. XCF highlights renewable fuel credit market, blah, blah, blah. So the same exact news that Thinkorswim uses, same exact news that Robinhood, Webull, Interactive Brokers uses. You also have a halt scanner. So obviously this will be empty during pre-market because there are no volatility halts in extended hours. But when the market opens, anything that volatility halts, you will see hitting this scanner here. You can sort your top 20 gainers by float, by volume, by what time it last hit high of day. This is my favorite way to sort the top 20 gainers. This is actually something I've never seen in any other scanner. Maybe it does exist, but this is an idea I came up with on my own. Being able to sort the gainers by last high of day. That way you don't only see the top performers, but you also see like which of the top performers should you actually be paying attention to right now, right? You can click on a ticker. So the way I just did that, you can left click on a ticker here. That copies it to your clipboard. So when you click, it copies. That way you can just quickly paste it over. You can hold shift on your keyboard and hover over a stock. It will show you the sector and country of headquarters. I think I roughly covered all the features of the scanner. Listen, the point of the scanner is complexity on the back end, simplicity on the front end, right?
SLN.
As I sort of like covered there's a lot of complex calculations going on in the back end, but the idea is that any beginner trader, your great grandma, can look at this scanner and know what to do. Hey, JWEL is hitting. I should probably go look at that, right? So that's what I'm trying to accomplish here. The scanner launched in January. The scanner launched 7 months ago. Over 6,000 people have signed up to it. And I would, I'm going to pull a number out of my butt here. This is made up, but I would say 97% of the reviews are very, very positive. Yeah, thanks for the question. It is 7:30. Wait. Oh, SLN got news at 7:30. This is the stock we just looked at. I was sitting here ranting about my scanner. SLN did announce news at 7:30. It's another biotech phase 2 news. Nice scanner. I'll have to sign up soon. Appreciate you, my friend. You can use discount code STREAM at checkout to take 30% off. I should have mentioned there as well, I spend $66,000 a year on the data for this scanner. This is not free stock data, which means that it's not delayed in updating, right? A lot of scanners you're going to look at are using free stock data, which means they're 20 to 30 seconds delayed on their moves. My scanner, the data that I get updates every 250 milliseconds. About the speed that you blink is how fast this scanner updates both price action and news.
SLN.
It's also just a website. There's nothing you need to set up. There's nothing you need to download onto your machine, anything like that.
JWEL.
Once you sign up on daytradingstrategies.net, all you do once you're signed up is you click on this launch scanner button and it takes you to the scanner. That's it. That's all the setup there is. You have a video or course that teaches us how to use the scanner to trade? I mean, that's kind of the point of these live streams, right? And I have I think I've published over 600 videos on my YouTube channel. A lot of these videos will talk about how to use the scanner to trade. Like this last one that I posted. This one.
JWEL.
This one, except I don't take any trades in this video, but a lot of my videos will go over how I use the scanner to trade, yeah. JWEL, I do see hitting. We kind of have JWEL, Juliet Whiskey
SLN.
Echo Lima, and SLN, Sierra Lima, Nevada. What is N? Not Nevada. Is it Nevada? Sierra Lima. November. N is November. Whatever. Nevada felt right. What's up, Ralph? Good morning. Hello. When I use Chrome, I'm missing some of the stocks. I installed Brave and I match your live stream. Your filters get saved. There's a very good chance that like you set the price like up a little bit or something like this on your Chrome browser and don't realize it. There's no reason why, the only reason why your scanner would ever look different than anybody else's is because your filters are set differently. This thing is, this website, or sorry, this scanner is hosted on a virtual machine, blasted over the internet. Like, we're all looking at the same thing. Auto hotkey software, capture the copy events. Oh, like if you click on it, you can have it auto paste. Yeah, that's something you'd have to set up on your side. Oh my gosh. SION hit the scanner, so I went and looked at it. This stock got, what happened? What is this? Is this a real, what happened? What is this just like a split that isn't showing right yet or something? Or is this stock actually down that much? Sayana Therapeutics reports top-line data from 2 development programs in cystic fibrosis and provides corporate update. Sayana, a clinical stage biopharma mission. Okay, that's great. What happened? The Precision CF trial did not meet its key activity endpoint. Potential co-founders were observed in the trial, including, for example, confounder, sorry. Like I said, I don't pretend to understand biotech news, but this is crazy. Look at how much this stock, it was a $50 stock. Now it's a $4 stock. Stock dropped 95% overnight. We are disappointed in the unexpected results in the phase 2A trial. We are further evaluating the data to decide the next steps. They're having a webcast at 8 a.m. this morning. They're having a webcast in 20 minutes. Should we watch? I don't care that much. That's nuts.
AUUD.
That's crazy, bro. Do you send out emails from that admin at? I think the emails come from trading at daytradingstrategies.net. I think is my outbound email. Though I may be wrong. I don't really remember how I set it up. This is pretty much the best scanner for the money for sure. I like to think so. I think my scanner beats the brakes off of free scanners because free scanners, once again, they're free because they're using free data, which is going to put you roughly 30 seconds behind every move. So it beats the brakes off of those, no problem. As it should. It costs money. It better beat the free scanners, right? Then you have other scanners that are sort of in my price range, that $30 to $40 a month price range. The issue is every other one of those that I've looked at is also using free stock data. They're just charging you for it. So it's like they're like the same as the free scanners, except they're charging you money. And then you kind of go to the next phase, the like $150 to $300 a month scanners. And like that's where my scanner starts to compete. My scanner can compete with like, Warrior Treyding's, who charges, I think, $150 a month for his. People say, I haven't looked yet, I should do the comparison. But people say that my scanner is pretty much, someone said one day my scanner was in lockstep with his, meaning it showed like the exact same stuff at the exact same time, which is great considering my scanner costs $45 a month, right? I'm kind of competing with the upper tier of scanner while being priced at like that sort of mid tier of scanner. Which is that's my goal. It's what I'm aiming for. It's what I'm trying to do. Yours is better because you don't have a... I'm not even going to read that, Wild. You're trying to get me in trouble, bro. You're trying to get me in trouble. You think you can add sound notifications like a beep for the moving now? So if a new stock hits the moving now, like this one here, I assume this is new. I assume that's what those dots are. If a new, let's just go this. Yeah, it is. If a new stock hits the moving now, you do get a beep. I don't really want to do a beep for like every time a stock hits because that would get very annoying very fast, especially once the markets are open. You know, like during pre-market, it can be a little chill. Pre-market, like extended hours like this, I talk about like fishing, right? You kind of got your line in the water. You're like waiting for something to nibble. You're waiting for a big fish to get on the line. You're waiting for something to come in. But then, you know, market open, all of a sudden the scanner is going crazy. It would be like beep, 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 beep. It'd be very annoying. Now, should I put a beep sound if you get a fire emoji? That is something I've been thinking about and probably will end up doing. So once again, if a stock hits the moving now 3 times in 20 seconds, you get a little fire emoji. Just a great way to visualize the difference between a stock like just making a small bounce versus a stock that's like really pushing, really ripping. AUUD might do it here in a second. See, it didn't do it. There it is. There it is. Look, perfect. Exactly what I'm talking about. So AUUD is like really pushing, like this stock is really pushing up. So it hit the moving now 3 times in 20 seconds. So now you get the fire emoji. Should I put a sound on that? Yes, probably. That should probably have a sound, yeah. And look, that's kind of the point, right? I mean, your first alert was at 115, 114 on this with the fire emoji. Was that like 115? So you got to see, oh shit, this stock is actually moving. This stock is actually ripping. You could have come and looked at it at 115. It's already up 19% since the first fire emoji. Lovely. It's literally a perfect live example of what I was talking about. Thank you, stock market. It's like someone was listening to me or something. Now up 20+% since the fire emoji. I love that. That was great. There you go. There's oh, Trey, should I get the scanner? Trey, is the scanner worth it? Trey, is the scanner going to pay for itself? Trey, is the scanner going to find me moves? Trey, like, wait, literally just like while I was explaining a feature of the scanner, just got to watch it put you on a 20+% move out of nowhere, right? It's 7:42 in the morning, and like you could have just made, not that you would have bought exactly when it hit the scanner and exactly at the exact top, but I mean, you probably could have found a way to make 10% out of that move, right? Do you offer private classes? No. I did tell someone that I would do it for $5,000 an hour. sort of as a joke. So if I was going to do like more of a private thing, I would do it kind of like how other people do it. Like Warrior Trading does it, where he does like, he has like his live stream service, but you pay a shitload of money to be into it. That way the chat stays kind of small and he can kind of answer your questions. I really have no plans of doing that as of right now. But like, if I was ever going to go that route, that's the way I would do it. I just don't, unfortunately, have the time to like sit down and do like one-on-one type things. You know what I mean? I got a lot going on, both in my own trading, running the business, my family. You know, I got 2 kids. I can't be at work all day. I don't want to be at work all day. I guess I could be, but I don't want to be, you know? You know what I mean? From that angle too. Is the chart you're looking at part of the scanner as well? No, this is Thinkorswim. This is Thinkorswim. This is the active trade software from Charles Schwab. I believe it to be the best free charting software that exists. It is free. You do have to have a Charles Schwab account though. But you can open a Charles Schwab account in 30 seconds and then download Thinkorswim and have this, you know. AUUD 101 to 142. Whoa, Ken. You just made 40% in this stock? Congrats, bro. That's sick. Congrats. Hope you had a great weekend. I did, my friend. Little Irish flu this morning. We're getting over it. Wonder if you had a chance to cod the proof candle strategy in TradingView. Oh, code. Not yet. Not yet. I will work on that today, Joe. So what I did do over the weekend was I updated the proof candle and the high of day study and strategy on the website. So now these exact same codes that I'm looking at are on my website. By the way, I haven't mentioned this yet, but you also, when you sign up to access the scanner, sitting here talking about the value of the scanner earlier at $45 a month, you also get access to all of my custom codes. So you get access to over 150 plus custom Thinkorswim codes as well. So that's like even more value for you at $45 a month. And at no additional cost, you get to join the Discord too. Come hang out in the Discord, come join the chat room. I mean, guys, people literally sell just their Discord for like hundreds of dollars a month. It's something that I tack on at $45 a month alongside a real-time stock scanner, right? I mean, listen, you can sign up for the scanner and you may hate it. I'm not saying you're going to love it. I'm making no guarantees. But what I will guarantee is you will not argue that you did not get good value. Right? The value is there. 100% the value is there. Doesn't know he has kids? Wait, what do you mean by that? Does Ross have kids? Does he have like a wife and kids? I haven't watched Ross in a few years. I mean, I don't think I've really, I don't really like sit down and watch stock market content at all anymore. I mean, I spend all day making it myself. So I kind of then don't want to turn around and watch other people's, but he does have 2 kids? I didn't know that. Good for him. Thank you, sir. Signing up now. Appreciate you, Dark. Thank you. Make sure at checkout that my checkout page makes it a little confusing. I apologize for that. So make sure at checkout that you click on this, have a coupon here. Click on this. Discount code STREAM will let you take 30% off your first payment. Your first month is $31, or it makes your first year like $270 or something like that. He has a wife and kids, but works 24/7. How do you know that? How do you know how much he works? He also probably makes more money than like all of us in this chat room and me combined, so it's working for him. He runs a very, very large business. He basically does what I do, except times 1,000 probably. Times 1,000, times 100 maybe. Talk to the wife, going to sign up as well. You got the wife's approval to join the scanner. Good. I mean, listen, guy, that was so sick. Like, you just got to see it put you on AUUD for this move here. That was so nice. Does your software work on mobile? Yep, absolutely. So what I've done, like, I don't have like a mobile app per se, but what I've done, like, you can see that DTS there. That's my website. I can click on that and my scanner will load. So what I do is, I'm not logged in. Let me log in on my phone so I can show you. What you can do is on Google Chrome on your phone, they have this like setting where you can add a website to your home screen. So I do that, and which kind of makes it like an app, right? Once I get logged in here and hit launch scanner. Scanner works on mobile. Everything's there. You can even come into the market replay. Like, you can come into the market replay functionality. You can practice your trading on the phone. I just realized my green screen's still set. So like in the market replay, you can also click on a ticker and trade. Like you can see I have the practice trader up here now. So like you can practice your trading from anywhere. Like while you're at work, while you're on the toilet, while you're on a plane, whatever, you can be practicing your trading too. Which I find to be very, very useful.
AUUD.
Good morning. What's up, family? How you doing, my friend? I'm watching Ross's stream right now. Tell him that I love him. What? AUUD. Wow. Alpha Uniform Delta hit the scanner again at 147, pushed up to over 157. This biotech news, right? Oh, no. Oh, wait. No. We never even looked at this news. Wait. This thing announced news at 7 o'clock. And then, like, no one really cared. Look at the volume. Dead. All of a sudden, it gets 300,000 shares of volume 38 minutes later. Is that about when Ross went live? Krista? Is that about when Ross went live? He started looking at this thing, trading this thing, picked the volume up in this thing. That's interesting. I got the yearly plan. I appreciate you. Dude, the yearly plan, especially like your first year, if you use the discount, what's like 270 divided by 12? Your first year, if you use the discounts, you get access to the scanner, the Discord, the codes for $22.50 a month. That's nutty, bro. Are you still using a VWAP strategy? No. I don't care about VWAP. All I care about is news. I trade news. I'm a news trader, which is why I think having a scanner like this that puts you on price action and news live and in real time is so damn important. He goes live at 7 a.m. too. Gotcha. You know, I like to say that you like kind of have me to thank for people live streaming at 7 o'clock. Maybe not Ross, like I'm sure a lot of paid chat rooms were already doing it, but the free live streams like on YouTube and Twitch, nobody was streaming at 7 a.m. That's like what blew me up actually. I was a Twitch streamer for a handful of months. I was streaming over on Twitch, and one day I would go live at, you know, like a normal time. I would go live at like 9 a.m., which is like kind of what everyone did, go live around 9 a.m., etc. I realized then one day, I sort of realized that, hey, no one's live like for pre-market. Like no one goes live at 7 a.m. So I started going live at 7 a.m. and that kind of blew me up over on Twitch because I was the only person live. Like literally, like I was the only person streaming stocks at 7 in the morning. So it kind of, you know, got me a large following. And now everybody does it. Now you go to Twitch, YouTube, wherever, everyone's live at 7 a.m. I like to think I had something to do with starting that. AUUD was great. 3-to-1 volume to float and news. I'm still learning extended hours. Yep, extended hours are all kind of about what you just talked about, Joe. Volume, float, and news. That's like what you need in extended hours. You like. What am I trying to say? You can't like just go trade anything in extended hours, right? If you go just like flick around to stocks, like normal stocks that you trade, Nvidia, Tesla, Micron, AMD, I don't know. Go look at like stuff you normally trade. Almost all of it is going to have very, very dead volume. Like almost all of it is untradeable. Almost everything is untradeable during extended hours. What you need to be looking for is, yes, stocks that are getting like a large increase in volume. You need to be paying attention to this volume. And it's usually, not always, of course, but it's usually because of some kind of news like this, that they get the volume increase. So you're looking for that like stock that has that news, stock that has that reason to really be pushing up and take advantage of the momentum, right? This is all momentum trading. It's all take advantage of the strength, get out once the strength disappears. What's the difference between your scanner and the Thinkorswim scanner you provided on YouTube? Thinkorswim scanners are not built for day trading. Basically, no brokerage scanners are built for day trading. It's very good for swing trading. It's very good for investing. Like you use it to like kind of help filter down to the types of stocks you want to trade. But it updates like, it only updates the results like once every 3 minutes. It does not update the results of the scan live and in real time. So it can't really be used that well for day trading. Unlike mine, which is obviously updating every 250 milliseconds and putting you on the best opportunities in the market at all times. Once you see a good trade, what's the fastest way to place that trade? Using the active trader window. Buy, ask, sell, bid. A lot of times I like to buy like this too. I will like buy like this. Buy a little bit above the thing. You need to hold control as well, right? Yeah. Buy a little bit more expensive. That way you make sure you get filled. Using the ladder. That's the best way to go about it. Unfortunately, Thinkorswim doesn't have very good hotkeys. They do have hotkeys, but they're not great. Thinkorswim is not, I don't like to get into my personal trading a lot, but Thinkorswim is not like actually what I typically use as a trade execution tool. I use Dash Trader as my trade execution tool for the most part. Almost. I mean, I have a handful of different accounts across different brokerages, but usually if I have a choice, I'm using Dash Trader. Dash Trader is awesome because in the same way that you can build out codified studies and strategies in Thinkorswim, Dash Trader lets you build out like codified hotkeys, which is sick. Like on Dash Trader, I can like hit a key that is like buy the ask plus 10 cents. So like it will fill me at the ask and it will keep filling me up 10 cents higher. Those kind of things like really help make sure that you're actually getting your fills on these kind of quick, fast momentum names. Isn't DAS expensive? Meh. It depends on your account size, right, Terrible? If you have a $2,000 account, you probably shouldn't be paying for Dash Trader yet. You're probably not making the kind of money that it makes sense. What is it? I think it's like $150 a month or something like that, Dash Trader is. I don't even know. You know what I get charged? I could look. What do all the colors mean on the scanner? Like this gauge? Signed up? Thank you, EP. Appreciate you. What colors you talking about, my friend? Once Schwab fixes their delay issues, they'll become the dot broker through DAS. Yeah, you can hook up DAS to your Charles Schwab account. Dash Trader is available as a direct access. That's kind of what Dash Trader is, to my knowledge. It's kind of like TradingView. Like TradingView is not a brokerage, but it's a software that you can link to brokerages. Dash Trader is kind of the same way. Like Dash Trader is a software that you can link to brokerages, and Charles Schwab is one that you can use, yeah. Isn't DAS one of Ross's companies? Last time I was watching Ross, he was using Lightspeed. I don't know if he still is. Lightspeed is just another direct access brokerage. I've never used it. I don't know anything about it, but thank you guys for signing up. Ooh, someone signed up to the annual plan and someone signed up to the monthly plan using the discount codes. I appreciate both of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the person that signed up to the annual plan more, but I'm just joking. So I was kidding. Oh, he does use DAS with Lightspeed. Oh, okay. Cool. I don't think that when I was watching him years ago that he was. I thought he was just using Lightspeed. Maybe he always was. I don't know. It's been, like I said, it's been a while. There was a time, 2017 probably, that I had watched every single video that Ross Cameron ever made. You all probably have Ross to thank for like this live stream right now. Like, as much as I liked watching what he did, was definitely like my inspiration to get into like making my own content about the stock market. DAS is $200 a month for order execution. Gotcha. Schwab needs to migrate Thinkorswim from old Java. Absolutely true, Quiet. Yeah. Will they ever do that? Probably not. But yeah, Java does kind of suck. It sucks especially for something like this because Java has a big problem with like memory sync. That's kind of like Java's biggest thing. So you guys notice that like if you have Thinkorswim open all day, that like sort of by the afternoon, it starts to slow down a little bit. It's because your Java is like sunken memory crap. You can come in to help and you can go collect garbage, which gets rid of a lot of that used memory, as you just saw. I sort of find that doesn't even really help much, though. What I do, like if I've had my Thinkorswim open all day and it starts to get a little bit slower, just close it. Just close the whole app and reopen it. Ross is great. He's not a bad dude. Yeah, I like Ross a lot. I have zero qualms with Ross. I don't even really like people sometimes come to my chat and like, I guess like bring up Ross to me like he's a competitor. I don't really see it that way. I get that we sort of both sell the same thing in our scanner and in our, live streams for attention and stuff. But I also think that, I don't know. I don't even know the way I'm going with this. You guys don't care. I was just going to say, I think the marketplace is big enough for both of us to succeed without like being direct competitors to each other. You know what I mean? Like, if I have no qualms with Ross or anything like that. Ross is doing a small account challenge through Swap. Oh, is he? Nice. Maybe I should watch. Maybe I should start watching Ross again. We sort of mentioned it. Oh, ACHR. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. So I'm sitting here bullshitting again. Sorry. 8 o'clock news. ACHR. Alpha Charlie Hotel Romeo. What is the news? Physical AI future. Oh, I love this news. Shit. Oh, they're out of Arlington, Virginia. I love this news. This is a massive initial reaction, which is a little scary, but it's AI and defense news and space news. It's kind of like, this is kind of like news that I'm looking for right now. My least favorite part of this setup is it got such a big, oh, it's only 13%. Wait, never mind. It didn't even get that big of an initial reaction. For some reason, this candle looked massive. That's what she said. Yeah, let's keep an eye here. Let's keep an eye here. I like this a lot. Oh, 600. You're right, Christopher. That's why this candle looks so big, but it's actually only 13%. This is not a low float company. I see. Damn, there's so much to look at. Even I forget my own rules when I'm streaming. You're right. Volume is there, news is great, float is very high though. Which doesn't mean that like I won't take this trade. It's just you temper expectations when you see a huge float, right? Like I still like this trade. It's just that like if it were to work, you would make maybe like 7, 8, 10%, Like you're not gonna make 30, 40% on a stock like this. It's just never gonna happen. Wow, never say never, of course, but it's likely not going to happen. So the reward just isn't really there, but I still don't hate it. Is the subscription on auto renew? Yes. You can cancel though very easily. If you just signed up and you don't want it to auto renew, just go into your accounts up here in the little guy and there's a subscriptions tab in there. Just go cancel. You can cancel your subscription on my site in like 3 mouse clicks in 5 seconds. I make it very easy to do. I'm not like trying to scam you, trying to lock you in, anything like that. I'm on auto renew, best plan. Appreciate that, my friend. ACHR, yeah, kind of hanging out on this news so far. Once again, that huge float probably scaring a lot of people away. Volume sort of drying. Yeah. Ross's small account challenge isn't real. He uses all of his expensive scanners and execute trades with Thinkorswim, not a real challenge. Well, Kool-Aid, you have to understand that that's the point, right? Why does Ross do anything he does on YouTube? To sell his scanner and his business, right? It's the same thing I do. Do you guys think YouTubers like make content for fun, like for the good of even people that aren't selling anything? They're looking for sponsorships. They're trying to make money. They have ads in their videos. Like it's all the only reason anybody posts anything is because they hope to make money from it, right? Yeah, he's doing the small account challenge to try to sell his scanner. Yeah, he's good, but I don't want to pay $200 a month for a scanner. Yeah, I mean, look, he targets. Ow! That was so dumb. I just like raked my toenail against the. You guys don't want to hear. That hurt. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh, Ross has a exponentially larger brand than I have. So he can charge a lot more money and make a lot more money, which is fair enough, you know. Good. That's what, once again, that's what you should do running a business, right? Can you please explain the floating P&L strategy? Yeah, this is not a custom code. This is something that you can turn on out of the box in Thinkorswim, and it is simply just showing you what you would be up or down on the strategy running on the chart. So it's showing you your P&L based on this trade. ACHR is just rolling over. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a shame. It is a shame because I did love that news, but as you guys mentioned, I think the float being so high on it just kept momentum traders out of it. How much is your scanner a month? $45. $45 a month, you get access to a real-time live updating scanner with both price action and news, which I think is very important because I think a lot of scanners around this price range don't have the news, especially not Benzinga level news like mine has. You also get access to all my trading codes. You also get access to the Discord at no additional cost. I don't have I do have one other thing that I sell. I do have a course that I sell as well. If you would like to learn how to code in Thinkorswim, this is not a trading course. I don't sell any education. I everything I know, I will tell to you guys on this live stream. I don't sell like any trading education, but I do sell. This course is like, I found this to be a course that I want to sell because it's actionable, right? Like by the end of this course, you will know how to code in Thinkorswim. The cool thing about this course, and something that I don't advertise a lot, is that it also comes with lifetime access to the scanner. So like if you go into daytradingstrategies.net, if you're interested in that course, click in here, click on the little grad cap, get some information about the course, etc., whatever. Once you sign up, I'll tell you this too. The course is very expensive because it's a big course. But if anybody out there is interested, you can use coupon code 50 to take half off. You can go get the course for $1,000 that will teach you how to code in Thinkorswim. And that $1,000 includes, like I said, lifetime access to the scanner. So you don't also have to pay for the scanner too. If you sign up for the course, you'll get access to everything forever.
SAFS.
Why did I even bring that up? Oh, because I was talking about what I sell. Yeah, that's the only other thing that I sell besides the scanner. What's going on? AUUD again? We're already at 280 viewers, 8 o'clock in the morning. Chat, can we hit 400 viewers today? I did say if we hit 400 viewers, I'd give away $100. I guess I'll still do that. You guys want to do that again today? Of course you do. I mean, there's no risks to you. If we hit $400, we'll do if we hit 400 viewers, we'll do a $100 giveaway. Ross has a big following and larger tailwind. He can jump from incoming moving train. Yeah, I think Ross does have a huge benefit that every time he enters a trade, thousands of people enter it right behind him. But I think the thing I like about Ross is that he will tell you that, right? Like he understands that, and he even like will tell his audience, like, you probably shouldn't try to trade like how I trade because, you know, you don't have the same benefits I do of a brand following you into every position, right? How many chapters? The course is 10 chapters, I believe. I don't remember. You can come in. If you come into the. So if you go to my website to then go into this, you can see all the chapters and sections of the course. So there's 10 chapters. These are all the sections, or all the sections within the chapters, yeah. You can come in and see it, kind of get an idea. I think like 60 or like 55-ish people have signed up for that so far.
ACHR.
When the squawk button is red, is that allowing sound? No, you want it, red means muted. You need to click on it. Unfortunately, I can't stream Benzinga Squawk through these live streams. Part of my contract with Benzinga is that Squawk must be behind a paywall. I had to work kind of really hard with them to get them to allow me to distribute their Squawk. It is not something that they wanted to allow me to do. I pay a lot of money, $66,000 a year I pay for the data for this scanner. A lot of money I pay for Benzinga Squawk. We sort of just eventually reached a price where they were like, okay, I'll allow it. I think people sleep on how powerful this is, on how powerful having a real human on the microphone reading news, macro events, earnings, etc. to you throughout the day. Is the course beginner friendly? Absolutely. The course is built. I mean, look, this is the first chapter is what is think or swim, and then you get down here, you have your basic coding terminology. It's like, you don't have to know anything. I will teach you what a function is, a parameter, a variable, an operator, a conditional statement. Like, you don't have to know anything about coding. This is kind of like, it's kind of like a coding course too. And then obviously it gets into like the very specifics of like think or swim. Oh, I should mention, I haven't even mentioned this. Every single section comes with a video. So every single section has a video lesson. Advanced filtering with Thinkorswim. So, which is the reason why it costs so much. This took me a very long time to make. This course took me months to build. Like it's not like just some bullshit I slapped together. Like it took me a long time to build that course. It's something I did put a lot of effort into. I love the squawk feature. It's huge. Yeah, I think it's slept on. I did the week trial. It's not as big as some think. It's kind of small. Yeah, well, yeah. It's expensive, right? Like what does Ross charge to be like in his live chat rooms? It's not cheap. I think it's like thousands of dollars, isn't it? You have a 9 crossing the 21 or the opposite? Yeah, I have a moving average crossover strategy. I think it's probably like one of the first ones I built and added to the website. Moving average crossover. And then you can come in and you can adjust as well. You can come in and adjust the lengths. You can adjust the moving average type. I've got that. $149. Yeah, but that's just for the scanner, right? Like that doesn't get you into his live streams, or does it? I don't know. I've never looked into it. If that gets you into his live streams too, that's not a bad deal. You and Ross are the only YouTubers I trust. Your style suits me better. You have to have excellent equipment and fast fingers. Yeah, so like I would say I'm a lot like Ross in the way that we trade. AUD. We're both looking for strength. We're both looking for news. We both like to trade pre-market and after hours. We're very, very similar, except that Ross is a scalper and I'm a day trader. There's a very big difference between scalping and day trading, right? Like he is in out, in out, in out, in out. Whereas I am like this. When I get in a trade, I'm just kind of holding, 5, 10, 15 minutes I'm in trades,
AUUD.
So it's sort of just like up to, how do you want to trade, right? AUUD, Alpha Uniform Delta, pushing highs again. Oh, each 149 for a scanner and then 149 to watch him stream. I see. Never mind, I'm sure. I got you, Dark. Any content from the course included in the yearly plan? When you sign up, a lot of you guys probably don't know this either. When you're signed up to the website, you get access to the first chapter. So all of you guys that are signed up to the scanner, you can go click on the course and you can take the first chapter. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I set it up that way. But then when you go to click on chapter 2, you will not be able to access it. If I set it up right. Oh, CBS Frog. What's up, ma'am? Good morning. How you doing? Twitch OG. What's up? So yes, sort of terrible. If you want to do that, when you place an order through the active trader window, go into templates and set TRG with bracket. By default, your profit is 1 point up and your stop is 1 point down. What I say what I do. I've literally never used this myself before, but what I do in my tutorial videos when I'm teaching this, I just hit buy. So like I would just buy, set the +1 up and the -1 down, because on Thinkorswim you can then go and like drag those orders, right? So then you just got kind of go drag them to where you want them. So yes, long answer to your short question. Yes, you can set it up with both a take profit and a stop loss. You just change your template to this TRG with brackets. What are the most important fields for the scanner? Once again, it depends on your trade style. My most important field where I'm watching, and probably where most people are watching, is this line right here. Right? This top line on the moving now. What is the most recent stock that hit the moving now scanner? What is the most recent stock that has moved up 3% in 2 minutes on 100,000 shares of volume? And then also in that line, you want to be looking here. Does it have news? You know, right? Doesn't have news. What's the float? What's the volume? This is probably it. Yeah. But then, you know, if you're more of like a slower kind of trend trader, maybe you like to trade higher float stocks. So like you can raise your min float up to 50 million. You can then sort this by last high of day. Well, not all of these are, a lot of these are NA because they're super light volume. But once the market opens, this will make more sense. Then you can kind of come in here and look at like, okay, well, like which large stocks are moving right now. Like you look, you can see ACHR recently hit high of day at 817. You can see that there. You can come into this, and this is sort of how you come in, and you can maybe look at some of your larger stocks for more like slower trend type moves. You know what I mean? If that's the kind of trader you are, that's the way I would go about using the scanner, right? So it depends. There is no like most important field. Like if you're a momentum trader, it's probably here. If you're a trend trader, it's probably somewhere down here. If you're hyper focused on news, it's probably something like this. Like Ross saw the largest red day of the year on Friday. Oh, really? What did he trade? What did he lose money on Friday? Ross cut me off on the freeway once and gave me double birds. There's a 0% chance that is true, Ronnie. Will you ever do a PineScript course? Probably not, because I don't really know how to code in PineScript myself. The couple of codes I have converted over to PineScript were like a pain in the ass. Because for those of you that code out there, learning a brand new syntax is a pain in the ass on existing code. I don't actually code in PineScript. I've just converted a couple of codes over, and it was like probably shoddy patchwork. If someone that knows PineScript looked at my codes, they would probably be like, wow, this is ass. But they work, so. I don't think you can use brackets in pre-market. Oh, can you not? You should be able to, right? Because they're still limit orders. Oh, this one, wait, this one you can only set up as a stop? Can you set it up as a stop limit? I don't know. Like I said, I've never actually used this myself. Whoops, turn my chart off. Your DTS trade P&L doesn't work on futures. If you're looking at futures, there's a good chance that the strategy isn't taking trades. Or if you do see the strategy taking trades, like if we go look at like Bitcoin, if we go look at Bitcoin on the daily, we would have to look at a different strategy. Let's load in like my moving average crossover. Let's load this in and see Literally takes like a couple trades. Hold on. Let me adjust. Let me put on shorter. Let's do like the 20 and the 50. There you go. So what happens with futures is you get these very, very expensive prices. Of course, this one's a little funny because this is just the price of Bitcoin. But obviously, when you trade futures, you don't actually pay this price, right? Like futures contracts are priced based on ticks and I don't know, a million other things like micros and minis and this, that, and the other. But the strategy doesn't know that, right? Like the strategy doesn't know what the cost of the future actually is. The strategy just runs against this price. So like you can see it's buying and selling, except you see that zero. That means it's buying 0 shares because it can't afford to, because the buying power is set to 50,000. And this is a, 95,000 point future. So it may show that it's buying and selling, but it's not actually, because the price of the future is higher than the cost of the strategy. If any of that makes sense. That might be what you're running into. AUUD, HUDI, ACHR is slowly climbing. I told you guys I loved this news. This was that one that I said I loved the news on, but it has a huge float. It was perfect. It was kind of a perfect setup for anyone that likes a slow grinder. Pause. What is your degree? That is my degree from the Virginia Military Institute, a computer science degree from 2015. Also, why is my green screen turned on? I just noticed that like you can see through my hat. Edit filters, chroma key off. There you go. It's better. 300 watching, 100 more. 100 more, and the next, I'll be live for another hour and 10 minutes. Why do you have monthly charges as opposed to annual like others? You can sign up for annual if you want to. I have an annual plan too. The annual plan is cheaper. The annual plan is $400 a year, which I think makes it like, what is that? What's 400? I think it makes it like $27 a month or something. Oh, $33 a month, sorry. So technically, you can get the scanner for $33 a month if you want to go with the annual plan. I just have it set up both ways because, some people want this. What a lot of people do is they like take it for a test ride for a month. And then if they like it, they sign up for the annual plan, which a lot end up doing. If you do that, please, 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 just remember to go into your account, come into your little guy icon up here, go into subscriptions and go cancel your monthly plan. Because my membership software doesn't auto cancel. So if you do the monthly test and decide to upgrade, please make sure you go cancel your monthly. I don't want to double charge you. DTS orb study works for futures, but I can't get it to work for different stuff. Gotcha. You can only do limit orders in Thinkorswim in pre-market and after hours. Yeah, you can only do limit orders in extended hours trading anywhere. That's a market rule, crazy, not a Thinkorswim rule. Market orders are not accepted during extended hours. You have to use limit orders. Yep. Ross told me to sell ACHR at 660 before it jumps up to 7. What? Ross said to sell. I mean, whatever. Ross is probably not trading this, is he? The way that he likes to scalp so much, I doubt he would be interested in such a high float stock. Maybe, I don't know. $297 people, only 74 likes. Come on, everybody, hit the like button. Hit that like button, chat. I think it helps. I honestly have no idea. Does it help? I don't know. I think it used to help more than it does now. What's your preference to use for trading? How would you sort those? SW? Sorry, what's your preference for trading? What do you mean, Ninja? My preference in what? That's probably my fault. I probably forgot what we were talking about. Like preference in types of stocks I want to trade? Good morning. What's up, Texan? Good morning. Can you explain the DTS dot plot V2? Sure. So the dot plot is a study that I have. I also have strategies built around it that shows you this is showing you momentum indicator. So I don't remember the exact order. I think it's MACD, RSI, and then stochastic, I think is the orders. Essentially, it is a way for you to get a quick visualization of, is that indicator bullish or bearish, without having to have all of them turned on your chart and doing all the analysis yourself. I've basically, in this code, built analysis in, right? If MACD of this length is greater than MACD of that length, then that. If stochastic of this length is greater, that's that and the other, then, you know, I've built in like what is bullish and what is bearish on these three. By the way, it's MACD, stochastic, then RSI it is. So I've built in calculations so that you don't have to do them yourself, so that you can get a quick picture of, hey, are we bullish or are we bearish? And then this top line is a conglomerate of all of them. So if all green, then green. If all red, then red. If mixed, then nothing. That just is a way to, you can just like quickly glance at this top line and get an idea of, are we bullish? Are we chopping? Are we bearish? Right? Yep. That's what that is. Great vibes here. Do you stream when market opens? I will not today. You are catching me on the very first stream that I will not do that, Volant. So I teach how to trade extended hours. I only trade extended hours. So I put up a poll the other day on Twitter. These are all my notifications. I put a poll up on Twitter. Should I continue? I used to stream 8:30 to 10:30. That was when I streamed. But now I'm going to start streaming 7 to 9:30. I'm going to stream pre-market because that's what 80% of people wanted. Yeah. You're catching me on the first live stream that I'm starting at 7 a.m. and I will stop at market open. Yeah. I meant, which trading platform would you prefer? Oh, Thinkorswim is a fine trading platform. I don't hate it, especially if you're day trading. It's probably really hard to use as a scalper because you don't. My biggest qualm with Thinkorswim as it pertains to trade execution is that you can't customize your hotkeys. That's my biggest problem with Thinkorswim. It makes it hard to get into trades that are moving very fast in pre-market. You can do things like if you hold control and then hit buy like up here on the ladder, you can like put in a limit buy above the current price so that you're more likely to get filled. There's like some tricks like that you can use. But the trade execution platform that I love, my favorite, is called Dash Trader, DAS Trader. The issue is Dash Trader is expensive. Depending on what plan you go with, it's like $100 to $300 a month. So if you're trading a very small account, it's probably not worth it to use Dash Trader yet. You probably just stick with Thinkorswim and use, deal with the quirkiness and maybe miss a couple of fills a couple times a month on Thinkorswim. It's just the unfortunate, you get what you pay for kind of thing, right? But Thinkorswim works well enough that, if you're a good trader, you'll be able to grow your accounts with this trade execution. How long have you been doing this full time? I left my job 2 years ago. I was 31 years old when I stopped having a boss. Let's be very, very honest with one another. If I'm nothing else if not honest. Let's be very honest with one another. A big reason why I was able to leave my job is because of my business, right? My trading is going well. It's not that I'm not making money trading, and it's not that nowadays I couldn't have stopped because of my trading. But at the time, my trading account was much smaller. I didn't have as big of an account as I do now, so it was harder to make a lot of money. And whenever people are looking to quit their job to trade, it's hard because trading can be very inconsistent, right? The business gave me consistency. Hey, I'm making this much money every month and it continues to grow month over month, which is sick. Thank you to all of you all that have signed up. I appreciate you. I love you. But yeah, having that consistent money to fall back on made me feel a lot safer to leave my job than just trading alone. Like I said, especially now, just trading alone would definitely support me. Yeah, I just like to be honest with you guys up front, I guess. I don't even know exactly what I'm trying to say. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to give a warning to people that are maybe thinking to leave their job because of trading. just know that like just because you had a really good 2 months doesn't mean the next, five, the next 5, 6, 7 months are going to be as good. You know what I mean? I guess is the point I'm trying to get across and the warning I'm trying to get across. Many places offer a minimum of annual. Why are you a user friendly enough to offer monthly plans? That's a wild question. Why are you user friendly enough to offer monthly plans? Why? I've never been asked why am I so user friendly? I don't know, because I like helping people, and offering more plans like that allows more people to sign up, so it's better for the business. It's a win-win, It's a win-win. What is the optimum volume to float ratio? The optimum is 1 trillion shares of volume and a 10 share float. The optimum is just whatever big number you can get here versus whatever small number you can get here. But realistically, I understand your question. I consider anything to be small float if it's under 30 million shares. Does that mean that I only trade stocks under 30 million shares? No. But that's just what I consider. And then when I'm looking, so when the market opens, my eyes are here because this starts to go crazy, obviously, once market opens. By the way, it is 8:30, bottom of the hour. LRHC did announce news. Announces review of strategic alternatives. Okay, it's not news that I care about, but it is news. Anyway, once market opens, my eyes are here because this starts going bang, 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 bang. So I'm looking for heavy volume. Essentially, I'm looking for M's. Anything with an M gets me excited. When I see a stock with an M, I then quickly do a quick jump over and I go, okay, does that stock have a sub 30, 50, whatever million share float? And if it does, then I go, okay, I know this stock is going to be volatile. I know it's going to be volatile, right? That does not mean the stock is going to go up. Heavy volume, small float does not inherently equal bullish. It just equals volatility. Please remember, volatility is a double-edged sword. If stocks can go up very fast, they can also go down very fast. Just something I always make sure you guys know. By the way, we've been looking at LRHC because it hit the scanner on news at 8:30, and it hit the scanner at 97 cents. What's it up since it hit? So it's a 17-18% move since it hit the scanner. There you go. There's another example for you. He's saying don't quit your day job. I'm saying don't quit your job until you have at least a year. I would say 1 year of returns. Like you can look back over the last year of your returns, and if you have like a consistently good 12 months, then maybe you can start to consider it. I think a lot of people have like a good 2 months and then leave their job and then realize that, oh shit, maybe I didn't have a great strategy. Maybe I just got lucky for 2 months. He's greedy and wants every dollar. Dude, absolutely. I don't pretend to not be greedy. We're all greedy. It's 8:30 in the morning on a Monday, and you're on YouTube watching a day trading live stream. We're all greedy, like money hungry freaks, right? Like, let's not pretend any of us are above it. Like, do you short? Very, very rarely, and definitely not stocks like this. So I shorted Snapchat, and I really wish I would have just held. I shorted Snapchat. I can tell you the exact day because I remember when it bounced. But it was this day. It was this day right here. When Snapchat got like destroyed on news and then they bounced up huge on earnings, I got short here. I covered like somewhere in here. I didn't hold the short for that long. I made decent money. I can point to that because I actually tweeted about it. Let me see if I can find the tweet. I posted a tweet on that day about it. Why doesn't Twitter let you look up your own profile easier? Huh?
LRHC.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the tweet. Here. This was on February 4th, 2022. Oh God. I said that the stock market just allowed me to short Snapchat at a $65 billion valuation. See you at 40 billion. What is Snapchat's valuation now? I said see you at 40 billion. It is now a 9 billion market cap company. So yeah, I short sometimes, but like I said, it's never stocks like this. Like I'm not shorting LRHC, right? People are very, very afraid to short because technically your loss is unlimited, yes. But like if you short like big name, like if you short Snapchat, Nvidia, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, Google, if you short any big name normal size company, they're not going to double overnight, right? Like they're not going to go up 100% overnight. You're not going to lose all your money plus more. It's really not a concern. It shouldn't be a concern of yours. If you short stocks like this, if you short a stock like LRHC and hold it overnight, that definitely could happen. This stock could go up 3, 4, 500% overnight. And then that's when you would get absolutely railed if you were in a short position. So just like, don't be afraid of shorting. Just don't do it on low float stocks, I guess is the point. The long and short of it. Get it? The long and short of it. The monthly is appreciated. Help folks with less capital get started. Yeah, like I said, I even offer a lifetime plan with the course. You can sign up for the course for $1,000 and get lifetime access to the scanner too. If you hate paying, there's a lot of people out there that just hate paying subscriptions. You can pay $1,000 and get lifetime access if that's the way you want to go about it. Am I blind, Tech Trader? I don't see anything else that you posted. I see your can you look at my question above, but I don't see any other posts from you. How above? Was it like a long time ago? Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it, Tech, for some reason. Or be retired. True. AIM. Greed is good. Greed is good as long as you're doing it ethically, right? The issue with greed is a lot of people get rich and then you sort of like, there's always sort of like a wall you hit with ethically making money, and then they have this itch to continue to make more money, so then they start getting unethical about it. That's when greed becomes a problem. What would you do first starting with a $2,000 account? Help me please and thank you. A lot of things. If I was just getting started trading, I would just spend probably a month, maybe 2 months, not taking any trades. Just watching the market, giving yourself charting time. You're in a great spot. A live stream like this is perfect. You're getting to watch someone I've been trading stocks for 10 years. You're going to watch me kind of learn how I think about it, learn the patterns I'm looking at. You'll start to notice some patterns of your own, which is very impactful and very important. And then you build strategies, right? Then you build test where you would get in, test where you would get out, back test, forward test, paper trade, prove, test, optimize. Once you do all that, then you can start trading. Don't just start trading. There's a lot of work that goes into this. I found you today and I'm going to try your scanner. What a business. Thank you, CV. That's the whole reason I do these live streams. Listen, I do love hanging out with you guys. It's not that I don't love you, but the main goal of these live streams is, yes, to show off the scanner, right? I shouldn't expect anybody to want to go pay money for my scanner without first seeing it in action. It's already found some great moves this morning. Still putting you on LRHC right now. Competitor of yours says they have annual plans because it takes a while to get the hang of things. Comment. I I don't understand the reason why you wouldn't offer a monthly plan, except that you just want more money, I guess. I guess if I only offered an annual plan, it would be more people signing up for the more expensive plan, I guess. But my scanner doesn't take a while to get used to either, Miles. You can sign up for you can go sign up for the monthly plan. You will understand my scanner in a day. My scanner is very easy to use on purpose, right? I purposely don't have a bunch of different filters, a bunch of different different grids, a bunch of different columns, a bunch of different highlighted cells, a bunch of different you will go look at a lot of other scanners and they'll look a lot more complex than mine, which is fine. But complexity doesn't equal better in this sense. What's the point of a stock scanner? To make sure you're looking at the best opportunities in the market, right? This does that for you. This helps do that as well. You don't need a billion filters and columns and colors and confusion. And if a stock hits the moving now, especially if it gets a fire emoji, especially if it has news, you should probably go look at it. You know what I mean? I make my scanner very easy to understand on purpose. I want any beginner trader, your great grandma could pick up this scanner and use it and know what stocks to go look at. Thank you guys for signing up. 6 people have signed up during this live stream. I appreciate you, assuming you guys are in the live stream. Thank you. Was it hard day trading while you're working full-time at your other job? Yes. Yes, it was. But to be fair, the last 4 years of it, I was working from home. So that was easy. But when did I start working there? 2017, I guess. So 2017 to 2020, those first 3 years were hard, yeah. But then 2020 happens. They allowed us to work from home. I was smart enough that during that time I moved away. So even when they returned to office, I was already hundreds of miles away. My boss liked me, let me keep the job, so I got to work from home. Why is my scanner different than yours on YouTube? You probably have filters set. You probably have some of these filters. I just leave mine wide open, especially for live streaming. I like to show everything. LRHC Lima Romeo Hotel Charlie pushing into highs. This is the stock that has review of strategic alternatives, regains compliance, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this is news I don't care about. So this is not a stock that I would ever trade, but it's moving. Just because it's not news that I care about doesn't mean it's not news that won't make the stock go up, right? As always, anything can happen in the market. Trading is all about taking advantage of statistical patterns that you recognize. It doesn't mean that they're always going to be right, and it doesn't mean that stocks that don't align with your pattern aren't going to go up, right? That's something you sort of have to accept too. Sometimes stocks aren't going to align with your strategy and they're still going to go up. You have to make sure that that doesn't give you FOMO and make you chase and make you go start breaking your rules. A lot of people get in trouble with that. Oh, my chat froze again. I'm sitting here looking at my Streamlabs being no one's talked in 5 minutes. What did I say to piss people off? It's just frozen. Let me load in the real chat here so I can actually talk to you guys again. Sorry, I apologize. Pop out chats, put it over here. Streamlabs OBS, BART is what I'm using. People buy this scanner I did 6 months ago and made back 100 times the cost. It's so simple. Listen, I'm not allowed to advertise like that. I'm not allowed to advertise that the scanner is definitely going to make you money. And I never would, because it's not. The scanner is definitely not guaranteed to make you money. But what I do guarantee you is that the scanner will make sure you are looking at the best opportunities in the market. It's still up to you to trade them, You still have to take the trades. So it's not like a magic pill that's going to magically make you profitable, but it will make sure you're looking at the best opportunities in the market, which is extremely helpful on your path to becoming profitable, of course. 340 viewers, getting closer and closer to 400, chat. Best scanner on the market. Thank you, Archangel. Appreciate you. Good tech. That's where I'm at, paper trading. That's good. Too many. You can also paper trade right alongside the scanner. You can use the time machine functionality in the scanner to go back to any past date and time. You can then click on a ticker and paper trade it. I believe this to be the best paper trading tool in the world because you get to practice alongside the scanner that you're looking at. You get to look at what did the scanner look like. So like this is what the scanner would have looked like on this day. This is what the chart looked like on that day. And you can practice your trading, bang, bang, instant fills any time of day. And you can practice from your phone as well. All of this works on mobile too. So you can practice your trading on the toilet. That's a huge new addition to the scanner. Why are so many low price Chinese stocks doing insane numbers of percent change? Happens all the time, too many. A lot of reasons. I think the first and most obvious of which is that go look at the daily chart on any of these stocks. They're all almost dog shit. Awful. Just terrible. Just atrocious. Most of these stocks have god-awful daily charts, which is a big reason why they pop up so much when they get any momentum. It's because they're very, very heavily shorted, right? These stocks are super heavily shorted. So when they start to get any sort of momentum, be it just random momentum or usually on the back of news like this, you get a lot of additional buying power coming in, a lot of additional buying pressure coming in from the shorts that are being forced to cover, right? I was doing yard work when I was working from home. 3K day today, Ronnie. Congrats, my friend. That's sick. Do you need an iPad or a laptop, or does it work from your phone? Nope, it works from your phone. Phone, DTS, click. The scanner on my phone. You sort of have to, deal with this vertical view of it, of course, but the scanner works. You can still click on news, etc. Click, click. Still see all the news. You get full functionality from your phone on the scanner. Yep. Your scanner did it again. Nice. What did it find for you, Rabbit? Is your scanner real time? The delay is 250 milliseconds. So it is about as real time as you're going to get without paying for actual quote level data, which you're not going to get quote level data outside of a terminal, which is $25,000 a year. Is it literally tick by tick real time? No, but it updates faster than you can blink. And it does that with the news too as well, which is hyper important. That is not only for price action, it is also searching for new news articles from Benzinga every 250 milliseconds as well. So as soon as news comes out, as soon as the company announces a press release, should I say, because that's the news I pull in. I pull in company press releases. I don't pull in every news article, because if I pulled in every news article, every stock would have a news icon. There's always news articles being written about stocks. These are actual press releases from the company. Yeah, as soon as these come out, you also will be made aware of these as well. Which is uber important because, in my opinion, news is everything in trading, especially in momentum pre-market trading like we're doing. Enter a stock. I know you like the first red candle, but it shits the bed immediately. Do you have a stop limit that you'll sell before? No. Nope. I just sell the first candle to close below the low of previous candle. Have I ever gotten crushed doing that? Yes, of course I have. But it's rare enough that I still make money over time, right, Wild? Let me put it to you this way. I've had more times where I've bought a stock, it's tanked really hard on the next candle, and then it's recovered and flown and I've made a lot of money. That happens more often than I buy, the stock tanks so hard that my one below rule becomes true and I have to sell for a big loss. Once again, that does happen. I'm not saying it never happens. But once again, trading is about statistics. And I still have a better chance of, if I buy a stock on news and it tanks, that it's still going to recover. That happens more than just a hard fail. Now, listen, I also am very, very, very selective in what news articles I buy, right? I don't just go buy every stock that announces news. I only buy stocks that announce news that contain current hot buzzwords or dollar signs or other huge companies in their headlines, stuff that we talk about. So there's a couple of discretionary things that go into that trading system as well that are important to understand. The new PDT rule is $2,000. Well, so let me put it this way. There is no PDT rule. There is no new PDT rule. But you have to have at least $2,000 in your account to have a margin account. So the PDT rule is gone. But you still need a margin account to take unlimited day trades, which is margin accounts have a limit of $2,000. Do you get the charting tool are you using with the buy and sell signals? This is Thinkorswim. This is Thinkorswim. This is Charles Schwab's active trading software. And no, I think what you're asking is, do you get this with the scanner? No. This is its own thing. This is from Charles Schwab. All you have to do, though, is go make a Charles Schwab account, and then you can download Thinkorswim. And it's free. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to put any money in your Charles Schwab account. Scanner Arcane Monitor is pretty close to this scanner, but I trust your face more. I mean, listen, there's gonna be other scanners that are like mine. I mean, there will be a lot of scanners that are very similar to mine. I mean, if you're pulling near real-time data, your scanner is going to look pretty much similar to mine. The issue with the marketplace of scanners is that almost every other scanner in my price range is either not using real-time data, so they're using free data. Sorry. So you're like 20, 30 seconds behind. Or a big one is that they don't have news. A lot of scanners in my price range won't include news, like Benzinga level news like this, which is inoperable if you're trying to trade like how I trade. Yeah, Zach, on my YouTube channel, there is a 40-minute video that goes in detail over every single calculation and feature of this scanner. And it's really actually only 20 minutes long. The second half of the video is me showing it in real time. But this video here, a real stock scanner built for day traders, best stock scanner 2026. I published it on June 24th. This goes into heavy detail of every back end calculation on the scanner and everything you need to know about it. The Discord link is broken. Is it? Can somebody confirm? I think people have still been joining the Discord. Let me see. No, don't launch scanner. Click the Discord. Click the wrong button. Join Discord server. No, it works. Taking me to my server. Works. It took me. This is the screen you should see after clicking the link. This. Buzz Mornings, active weekdays, a step. What is this? I've never seen this on my channel before. CV, let me see. What can I do for you? I can get you another Discord invite link if that one's not working for you. I don't know how. Hell is my invite? Oh, you have to do it from a channel, don't you? The 2K minimum is only to use leverage, still place unlimited trades in any account size. Yes, sort of. But you have to have a margin account though, right? Like you can't have if you have a cash account, you're still going to be limited by your buying power. You have to open a margin account to take unlimited day trades. Sorry guys, I'm kind of like, I haven't been paying attention to my scanner for the last like 5 minutes. I'm sitting here like chatting, which is fine, but did I miss anything? It kind of looks like I didn't really miss much anyway. Wow, I might try this out for real. Listen. Especially right now with discount code stream, your risk, the worst case scenario for anyone not signed up that's thinking about trying it out, the worst case scenario is that you go sign up, you hate it, and you are out $32. You can cancel very easily. From the website, all you do is you go into your accounts up here in the top right, and then you go into subscriptions and you can cancel with one click. I make it very easy to cancel. So don't be afraid that like I'm trying to scam you, trying to lock you in, anything like that. The worst case scenario is that you're out $32. That's like, what I was going to say, that's like going out to dinner, but it's not. You can't even go out to dinner for $32. I don't even know what that's like. And the best, and the best case scenario is you find a scanner that actually puts you on moves that help you become a profitable trader. Right? Is a $32 risk worth that to you? That's a question you have to answer. It's not a question I can answer for you. It's a question you have to answer, right? What topics do you have in your Discord? We're usually just all hanging out in the trade floor channel, kind of talking about what's going on. It's really funny since I will just say this kind of as a heads up. You guys are all here during pre-market, so you all probably understand. I teach how to trade extended hours. I trade pre-market, I trade after hours. We might be one of the only trading Discords in the world that gets quieter after market open. Like this Discord is very, very active in pre-market. Like you can see that right now. There's people in here chatting this, that, and the other. Even while I'm live, even while most of you are probably in here chatting in the YouTube live stream, very active during pre-market, this Discord is. It's funny, like after market open, especially like, maybe the first hour or so is still chatty, but it kind of gets quieter after market open. Most people in there are pre-market traders or after hours traders. After hours is very slept on, by the way. You guys should be paying more attention to after hours. After hours is basically the exact same as pre-market, except that, happens at 4 p.m., 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. The Discord link is broken on my end as well. Interesting. Okay, let me go into the website and make a new one. I think that will be easy enough to do as long as I can remember the name of the page, which I should have named it something like Discord, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. 1 second. I will update the Discord link on the website. Why is my scanner different than yours? You must have filters set. Also, just like triple check that this is the URL you are on. Triple check that you are on daytradingstrategies.net/real-time stock scanner. The initial version of the scanner was under a different URL, but like I didn't secure it in the right way. Like anybody could have accessed that URL. So I ended up putting it under a new URL, which is actually secure. And it's supposed to, if you go to that old URL, it's supposed to redirect you to this. But I have had a couple instances where people are like, Trey, my scanner looks nothing like yours. And they're still on the old URL somehow. I don't know why they didn't get redirected, but just make sure that's not going on with you too. All right, Discord access. Last question, with a 2K account, would you scalp Tesla, Microsoft, and large stocks for a few bucks? No. I think with a small account, I mean, it depends, right? Too many. If your goal is to make $200 this year, then sure, go scalp Tesla, Microsoft, Google, whatever. But if you're trading a small account, your goal is probably to rapidly grow it. And if that's your goal, you have to be taking on heavier risk, unfortunately. Once again, please remember, in the stock market, there's no such thing as more reward without more risk. Right? If you're gonna come trade these low float stocks, they are riskier. Your chance of losing money does go up, but your chance of making real money also goes up. It's just a thing. It's one of those things you gotta deal with. Invite to channel. Oh no. Copy. Page. Discord.gg. What the hell? The same invite link. What? I guess it just gave the same invite link. Well, that means it can't be broken. Hold on, I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know. The Discord's giving me the exact same link that's currently on the website. So it can't be wrong. Are you guys like having trouble even accessing the page? Or when you go to the Discord page and you click on the purple button, it's just not taking you to the channel? I know it's working, I know it's working because people have definitely joined the server over the last few days. Like 3324. This is definitely gone up in the last few days. Anyone know why my limit orders take so long to execute? I don't know. Maybe just not getting filled. Are you trading like slower moving, like lower volume stocks? SCKT got 9 a.m. news. Very light volume though. Sierra Charlie Kilo Tango. Mobile partners with 3i Technologies to expand industrial mobility solutions for Apple-based frontline operations. Really light volume. Ross sabotaged it. I mean, it even works for me. I would assume it's something wrong on your end. I think it has to be. Because I can go into my thing and I can click on this link and it takes me to my server. Like it's definitely working. Maybe make sure you're logged into Discord first. Maybe reach out to Discord and ask them. SCKT getting SCKT. A push now. There's your volume. I said to look for. Oh, it is working now. Oh, nice, Dark. Good. Congrats. Glad it worked out. Maybe just me like refreshing the page made it unscrew itself or something. I don't know. Does that mean you stream after hours as well? It does not. No, I do not stream after hours. A lot of people ask me to do that, Rags. Ask for sound. I don't think I'm ever going to put a sound for everything that hits the moving now. It would get very annoying. Though, should I add a sound for fire emojis? Probably. Like if a stock is hot enough that you're getting this fire emoji, it should probably have a sound. I'll look into doing that, yes. That I will do. We've been sitting here. Isn't this sick, by the way? I loaded up SCKT at 9 o'clock or at like 9:01 when I hit the scanner because it started moving. Looked at it, said it had news. We were looking at it here at like 46 cents. We just watched it go up 50% in front of our face. The scanner just puts you on a 50%. I'm not even like hyping this up as much as I should be. The scanner just puts you on like a random at 9 o'clock in the morning news 50% mover. Now 60% mover. Now 70% mover. Oh, but Trey, I don't want to risk $32 to try out the scanner. What if it doesn't work? What if it does, bro? What if it does, bro? I mean, that's like the third or fourth like sick move just this morning we've watched the scanner put us on. Wow. It's still pushing highs, by the way. Please add sound for the fire emojis. You'll be a weapon of mass instruction. Reset every 60 seconds. You get 1 sound per minute. Yeah, it would probably be, well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know, Davey. I was going to say 86% since the alert now, by the way. It's still going up. Congrats. Anyone that took this, congratulations. Holy hell. Dude, what? It's now up 133% since first alert. Not that like you would have bought it as soon as it alerted and you would have sold the tippy top, of course, but like surely if you had the scanner, you could have found a way to make some money during this 133% run. That's crazy, bro. Congrats. Hopefully someone's hopefully a handful of you are making bank here. We did talk about that. I talked about this right at 9 o'clock. I did say that I didn't like the volume. I said keep an eye on volume, but then at 9:02, volume came in. 288,000 shares were traded, and all of a sudden, here you go, right? Fire emoji set off my smoke alarm. Don't normally trade penny stocks, but did grab $100. Don, congratulations. You just paid for 2 more months of the scanner. Congrats, my friend. 370 viewers. We're getting closer and closer to 400, boys and girls. Tell your friends. Nice profit on SCKT. I'm signing up. Isn't that sick? I imagine too that some people, oh my gosh. Bro, what's happening? Hello? Like, I feel like I'm not awake enough to be hyping this up to the amount that it is. This is nuts, bro. Oh my God. What the hell was that? Sorry. What? Dude, did you guys just see that? This one candle just went up like 250% in like 5 seconds. Did you guys see that? Chat, we've been looking at this stock since 51 cents because of the scanner. It just went to $4. Now that was very, very fast. It was like a crazy ass pop, but still it's trading at 155. Oh my. Yo, I don't know if I've ever seen a candle do that. It definitely, what just happened is that there was no asks. It broke. That's, by the way, when people ask why are there volatility halts, that's why. What just happened is that we broke above all ask levels and there was none there. There was no asks in this range. That's why it jumped up to $4 because that's where the next ask was. So somebody just got fucked, by the way. Someone just hit buy ask and they got filled up to $4. That is exactly why limit halts exist during market hours, by the way, so that things like that can't happen. Oh my goodness. Yo, shout out the scanner, baby. Once again, we've been on this stock since 9 a.m. Since the news dropped, we've been on this stock. And it is now legitimately trading above $2 a share. Yo. I probably just like peaked my mic yelling when that happened. I apologize, but that was crazy. Wow. That was crazy. Dude, look at this stock. This is the most beautiful 1 minute trend of all time. New highs, new highs, new highs. Ridiculous candle. New highs, new highs. Not like a single drawdown. Like look at this is like the first bottom wick since this run started. There's not been a single drawdown. Up, 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 up. Crazy. Up, up. Now trading at 238. Boys and girls, I know people are making a lot of money on this stock. 400% since it hit the scanner. The scanner had you on it right at 9 o'clock. It's up 400%. Yo. I'm so glad I'm live this morning. This is nuts. All right, and now we're gonna have that recorded forever. I'm definitely gonna watch this VOD back and like watch what actually happened on that candle. Uh-oh, first drawdown. First drawdown. What was this news again? It's like some bullshit, right? Partners with 3i Technologies. They did get Apple. I did notice this at the time, that they did get Apple in their news headline. I didn't really care because it was like, it's not them partnering with Apple. It's solutions for Apple-based frontline. Like, so it wasn't like, it didn't really grab my attention, but I guess getting Apple in the headline is doing enough attention grabbing. Momentum traders jumped into this thing. Oh, don't worry, the drawdown's over. We're back to green. Yo. I don't want to chase it right now. Chasing's where the money's made, my friend. Most people probably didn't want to chase it at 77 cents either. I'm not telling you to go buy, of course, but buy high, sell higher, right? Although, I also only like to buy the first high of day candle, as you can tell from my strategy. My strategy looks to buy the first candle that breaks into highs. I wouldn't really have interest in buying up here either, myself. Crazy. Strategy's up $150,000 in this, by the way. I will just listen, hand to Warren Buffett. You guys know I don't really talk about my personal trading with you guys for both personal and legal reasons, but you do know I like to be honest with you. I'm not in this trade. I did not make $170,000. Am I a little upset about it? A little bit, but I don't know. This news just didn't really get me excited. This news wasn't like for me. I did see Apple, you know, it's kind of one of those things now. You're looking back on it. It's like, well, should I have taken it because of Apple? But I don't know. Solutions for Apple-based frontline operations, like, I didn't really, it didn't get me excited. Once again, I'm a little sad about it, but I do just want to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm up $170,000 right now. This is just my strategy. I could lie. It's probably what most people would do. Lie, try to use it to sell more scanners, but you guys know I like to be honest with you to us as much as I can be. Please code the sound for the fire emojis, not by the year. I should do it right now. I could do it right now. It wouldn't be hard, especially if I just copied the same sound that the new made, though I should try to make it a different sound, I guess. Or I should, you know what I may do? I may get rid of the new sound. Because I personally have not found the new, like when a new stock hits the moving now, it makes that little beep. I've not found that to be really that helpful. It's like more annoying than anything. So maybe I just get rid of the new beep and I just use that beep for the fire emojis instead. I think that's the way I'm going to lean to doing it, because that will also not technically add a sound to the scanner. It's just replacing a sound. I think that's what I'm going to do. That'll be easy to do. I'll do that right after I end stream, CV. I'll do it right after I end stream. No halts in pre-market? Correct, Lynette. No, well, listen, there's no volatility halts in pre-market. Every other halt type is still open, you know, awaiting news, being investigated, whatever else. So stocks will get halted in pre-market sometimes, yes, but not because they went up too fast. Not because of volatility. Which, once again, is why this candle happened. Why somebody got super screwed. Somebody got super screwed. Wow, new highs. If we're not counting the crazy candle, new highs. Yo. Remember when I said chasing at 220 is still okay? Just got to push to 260. There you go. So what's that? Is that a 20% move? Yeah. 20, 30% move. Don't be afraid to buy high, chat. I would much rather buy high than buy low. Buying high, and listen, this is just me. I'm not telling you how to trade. I'm not telling you to go trade like this. Fake out, by the way. But buying high is like taking advantage of the momentum that's already there. I always say be akin to trading like a surfer, right? Surfers don't paddle out to the middle of the ocean, stand up on their board and hope for a wave to come. No, You wait for a wave. You look for a wave to come. That's why you have this scanner. You're always searching and looking and making sure that you're looking at the biggest and newest waves all the time. You wait for them to come. Then you're in that wave, right? And then also why my strategy is still in this. Guess what? My strategy's in at 46 or 47, 49 cents, whatever. It hasn't sold a single share. Why? Because also being akin to a surfer, you don't jump off in the middle of a wave, right? You let the wave go. You let the wave run and run and run. And then once the wave starts to show weakness, in this case, once we get a candle that closes under a previous candle, that is where I will sell. And that's how I'm able to capture, 200, 300% winners. Seems it was a fat finger. No, listen, someone, I'm pretty, I don't know, obviously, but I'm sure someone just hit buy ask. When this was happening, when this candle happened, this stock was flying up. I mean, a lot more than it is now. It's sort of slowed down now. It was going bang, 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 bang. What happened is that there was no asks, right? No one had any more asks set up at this level. So when someone hit buy the ask, the next ask must have been up at $4. So they got filled up here at $4 or $3.97, whatever. That was where the next ask was. It was just someone hitting buy ask when none existed and getting screwed, which once again is why volatility halts exist out of market open, so that things like that don't happen. Holding its gains, hanging out, holding its gains. Sierra Charlie Kilo Tango. What a move. Very, very, very happy to have captured that one live. That's gonna be a lot of fun to watch back. Hopefully you guys, if you didn't already see the power of the scanner, hopefully you see it now. We've been looking at SCKT since 9 o'clock because that's when it announced its news. Then bang. Obviously, not every stock that hits the scanner is going to go up 400%. That would be nice, but sometimes they do. Obviously, our top gainer on the day now, 547% up. Got $500 on SCKT. Congratulations, Tech. You just paid for another year of the scanner in one trade, my friend. Wow, new highs again. Buy high, sell higher. Buy high, sell higher, boys and girls. Do you know the settings on Thinkorswim simulated for pre-market? I'm not sure, Sky. I have heard that you can't trade pre-market using Thinkorswim simulated trading. I don't think Thinkorswim has the best paper trading platform, honestly. Would you guys have any interest in me? So the way that I allow you I'm going to load in my market replay function real quick. We're all looking at SCKT anyway. We all know what to look at anyway. So on my market replay, when you go back, you can now click on a stock and you can see it being charted. This is obviously past data. This is data from the 5th, and you can trade it. Would you have any interest in being able to see live charts? Like, would you have any interest in being able to do that on the live chart? Like, click on SCKT, have it pop up and be able to paper trade it? I don't know that it's possible before I get your hopes too high. I have to look into how possible it is. Yes. Okay. That could add, I could see how that could add a ton of value, because then it would allow you to real-time paper trade too, right? It would allow you to real-time practice your trading, not just practice your trading on past moves. Yes. Okay. I will look into that. Once again, don't get your hopes too high yet, because I'm not. Let me put it this way. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I don't know if I can do it without impacting the performance of the scanner, which I will not do. I will not impact the performance of my scanner. That's the most important thing to me. You're up 5 digits on SCKT. Ronnie, congrats, my friend. That's sick. You've paid for a lot of years of the scanner. On demand won't let you trade pre-market. That's interesting. How do I avoid the opening trades must be placed with a broker? Reach out to their support, Timothy. So you can just click on this little headset icon in the top, reach out to their support, and tell them that you want to trade these riskier stocks. Like tell them you want to trade SCKT or whatever stock it was. There's just something you need to sign. They came out, Charles Schwab, after they bought out TD Ameritrade, they came out with some like new thing that's like, you have to agree that you understand the risks of trading low float names, basically. Yeah, you guys seem very into the live paper trading. That actually may be like a huge thing to add to the scanner. That may be like another huge selling point for the scanner. If I can then also like advertise it as the best paper trading tool in the world, because I do think it would make it the best paper trading tool in the world. I think it already is with the being able to go back and do it. Being able to do it live would be kind of crazy. Because you get to do it alongside the scanner that you're looking at, right? Like you get to do it alongside what you would be looking at in real time anyway. There you go. The strategy's finally out. So you must have just gotten your first candle that closed below the low of previous candle. That is where I would have gotten out of this trade. That's how I trade. I don't ever buy red candles and I don't ever sell. I don't ever buy red candles and I don't ever sell green candles, which is what most people do. I trade almost the exact opposite of how most people are normally taught. I like to buy strength, sell weakness. Why? This is why. It allows me to capture trades like this. I will say, trading like that has a low win rate. When you're buying green candles, selling red candles, I lose more trades than I win. I do. Hand up. I'll admit it. But the winning trade, my risk to reward is huge. Or my reward to risk, should I say, is huge. I average like 4-to-1 to 5-to-1 reward to risk because of this. Like, look at this trade. All it takes is like a couple of these a year and I'm pretty much set. How do I sign up for your scanner? Head on over to my website, daytradingstrategies.net. I believe it is linked down in the description below this live stream if you just scroll down. Click on the green Get Instant Access button. You can go sign up for either the monthly or the annual plan. You can use discount code STREAM on either one. At checkout, make sure you click on this little have a coupon code box. Type in code STREAM. Your first month will be 30% off. So for $32 a month, you can sign up to access this scanner for 30 days. You will be auto rebuild, just so you're aware. But you also can very easily cancel under your account here. So like, don't be afraid. I like to bring it up because I don't want people to be afraid that like I'm like offering you such a good deal because I'm scamming you into some kind of contract. Like, no, you can very easily cancel too. So, I mean, listen. Like I said earlier, the worst case scenario is that you don't like the scanner and you cancel and you're out $32. That's the worst thing that can happen to you, is that you can be out $32. Whereas the potential ROI is that you find yourself a scanner that you really like and helps turn you into a profitable trader. That's the potential ROI on that $32 risk. You know what I mean? I think it's, listen, I'm obviously extremely biased. It's my business. I'm obviously extremely biased, but I don't know why you wouldn't take that risk. Think about all the dumb shit you're going to spend $32 on probably this week. Just don't do one of those things and buy the scanner instead, right? What the hell does $32 even get you in this economy anyway? I said earlier it was like going out to a bad dinner, but it's not. You can't even go out to dinner for $32 anymore. Alone. I don't even think you can go to dinner by yourself for $32. You spend $32 at like freaking McDonald's nowadays. Beer, yeah, beer. One less 24 rack this month, and you can have my scanner. I found your scanner. I have a good one, but I think yours tops it. I'll be joining. Excellent site. I like to think mine is better than every other scanner in this price range. for a handful of reasons. The first and most important is that my scanner updates every 250 milliseconds. It's faster than almost every other scanner in this price range. It also comes with Benzinga level news in real time. This news it's the same exact news, by the way. I source my news from the same place Thinkorswim does. Look, 9 o'clock, Socket Mobile partners with 3i Technologies to expand blah de blah. 9 o'clock, Socket Mobile partners with 3i. It's the same exact news. The same exact news in Thinkorswim. It's the same news in Robinhood, in Webull, in Interactive Brokers. I'm sure in most other trading platforms. Benzinga is just by far the #1 news aggregator in the planet. That's who I use. You also get access to Benzinga Squawk. You get to hear Charlie, a real person, reading out to you news, macro events, earnings, etc. You also get the market replay function, which allows you to go back and look at past dates and paper trade. These are all just things that other scanners in my price range don't have. I think we were at like 380 viewers. I think we got really close to 400 today, boys and girls. Maybe on Friday, now that everyone knows I'm live from 7 a.m. to 9:30, maybe on Friday we hit the 400. I give away the $100. We got close today. I was getting a little worried. Not worried. I don't mind giving away $100. You guys, more of you have signed up today. I think now 10 people have signed up to the scanner. So yeah, I wouldn't have minded giving some back. Canceled your Benzinga subscriptions? I mean, if you have this, you essentially have Benzinga Pro, yeah. That's what I'm doing. I mean, that's what I have. I have Benzinga Pro, except I have bought the rights to distribute it, which is very expensive. Once again, I spend $66,000 a year on the data for this scanner. Price action, news, squawk, etc. I spend a lot of money on this scanner. The scanner is not like just some bullshit I slap together, right? It's the strategy you use in CodeShare. Yeah, if you go to, you just go to the website. You just go to the website and you go to type in high of day. It should be the first result. High of day trading strategy. Go to this page. That will have that has the strategy that I'm running on the chart. Yes. Yep. That's another thing. When you sign up to access the scanner, you also get access to all my codes. You also get access to the Discord. You get access to all of this too at $45 a month. I don't know. Listen, I think it's crazy to not at least take the $32 risk. Maybe you don't like it, but I have faith that you will. The market's open in 3 minutes, boys and girls. Your 7 a.m. start is killing those of us on the West Coast. Hey, you don't have to wake up at 7 a.m. and watch. Listen, I love you for doing it, but you don't have to be here at 7 a.m. You can join later. It's okay. Yeah, so those of you guys that just joined, I was live at 7 a.m. this morning. I've been live for 2.5 hours. That is going to be my new stream schedule. This is the first stream that I've done it. I'm now going to stream from 7 a.m. to market open rather than from 8:30 to 10:30. That way you guys get all of pre-market with me. Because that's what I trade anyway. Listen, my idea and what everyone on Twitter agreed with me, I teach how to trade extended hours. I teach how to trade pre-market. I teach how to trade after hours. It's the only time of days that I trade. So why am I live during market open when I'm not actually looking at anything, right? Great live stream. I mean, the socket was crazy. This candle right here is one of the craziest things that's happened in my content creation history, I think. Being able to watch this candle happen live was nuts. So a lot of fun today. I am going to go ahead and start wrapping up. Once again, I will be back live on Friday morning. We do this every single Monday and Friday. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you are already subscribed, make sure you click that little bell icon so that you get notified when I go live again. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will have long form videos for you coming out at closing bell. I always publish my videos at closing bell, so just keep an eye. Also, I will be posting short form content over on my Instagram. I just recently started getting active over here. So if you guys are interested in what I have to say, go give me a follow on Instagram. I try to post like one reel a day over here as well. So go check me out over there. Daytradingstrategies.net is how you get access to the scanner. Head on over there, use code STREAM. That code will be good throughout the rest of the day. And here we go. Markets are open. Ding, ding, ding. That means it's going to go ahead and do it for me. I'll see you guys back live on Friday. I'll see you in the Discord. I'll see you on the content. Enjoy, stay green. I hope you all made a shitload of money on SCKT. What a move it was. And peace. Ending at market open is kind of nice. I have like the rest of the day now. I see you guys.